All right, welcome everyone with Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
Great Pretender, Season 1, Episode 14.
All right.
The forgery has been created.
He has done it. He has done it!
And maybe, just maybe, this relationship is being rekindled.
Yeah, but,
Maybe.
you know, that was a long time ago.
It was indeed.
They need to rebuild what they have and maybe also accept the other person as being maybe not as changed as they thought.
Yes.
Yeah.
And then also maybe get this this schmuck to, pay for his debt.
Sure.
That'd be nice.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yes, our con artist 007 of the painting world. Yeah, I've really loved this arc, and I can't wait for them to destroy this guy.
The comeuppance will be real.
He has so much about him to dislike that it's almost comical.
Yes.
But the way in which they've kept everyone separated in their own different parts there, playing their roles respectively, I want to see the coming together of all of them suddenly being seen in the same frame by this guy and being like, what?
You. Uh-huh.
Yeah, that's the best.
Bye now. Yeah.
So yeah, y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
So you're really following in his footsteps.
Cool. That's a fun little through line, the idea that even the artists that you're copying and forging right now was themselves an emulator. He swapped them around a bunch.
Right.
Wow. Oh, you're worried about him double-crossing them and lying about which one the one is? Okay. Yeah, good man. Fuck. Meanwhile, they have their just quiet night so that we can build all this up.
Yeah.
And then tear it down the next day. Let's go.
I am, of course, that's the masterpiece that would go into that room, but just the idea of how much money was spent to furnish that single room.
Well, yes, this is old money.
Oh, yeah.
Old money. I love it.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Wow. Yes. Giving him the recording. I love it. That pulls the deniability perfectly. And then, He's actually mocking him with his own words.
Yeah. True lovers of art, yes.
And also saying the greatest, they're making a comparison between,
Oh, yeah. Oh my god.
They're throwing away money like it's nothing.
Yeah. So it's no, you'll be lucky to get it for only 70 million.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I like this because this goes to show that, no, he actually had a financial reason to bid that high on the original. Yeah.
None of it's real, too. All this money.
And from that far away, he wouldn't even be able to fully tell.
God, these two are amazing. Oh, shit. Good man. Good man. Yeah. Oh, I implore you.
Yep.
Uh-huh. Nice, nice, nice. Oh, this is brilliant.
Okay. All right.
Uh-huh. Oh. Oh, nice.
Oh, fun.
Nice. Oh, he couldn't tell. He
Yeah.
couldn't tell.
Uh-huh.
Nice.
So that way he'll do the bidding and then he'll end up.
Yeah. Whoa.
6600万6700万
7000万ついに7000万ですというわけで7000万で落札
Did someone else bid even higher?
No. She's back. Oh, shit.
7100万よ
She's going off script.
Oh, shit.
モントーヤの前でグッドルッキングガイたちと早く楽しみたいわ
7200万7600万
8000万
Oh my god. Dude.
8400万
Oh.
500万
Fuck.
Is there
this is
a
for
point?
all of his
Yeah.
for all of his passion that you killed. Yeah.
でもさあなたの絵もいつかそれくらい
Nice.
Maybe we're even
Nice.
more one day.
And by the
I'm doing this for
yeah,
him.
uh-huh.
But you're going off script. You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
We might not get anything from him.
She wants to go for the full 100.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna do it.
He's gonna jump potentially.
1億1億ポンドで落札
Fuck!
But how
got
do they
him
actually
good.
collect?
He's like, finally, some respect around here.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
that was a well hard-fought battle.
お買い上げありがとうございます間もなく来るはずだ落札されたのはあくまで
And it's a mafia auction, so he's gonna be scared for his life if he
Right,
doesn't
right.
do it.
本日中にこちらの口座に入金していただければお引き渡しいたしましょう見るたびに私は虜私だこれから言う口座に直ちに金を振り込め
Whoa!
Wait, so
Whoa!
wait.
Because he thinks she'll pay him back.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
会社も自宅も売っ払って手元に残るのは借金と贋作だけだ
Fuck!
Holy
We got
shit.
him.
ほらロンドンの雪だ
Yep.
間近で見ると本当にすごいんだよ頼むなあ買い取ってくれちゃんと言い聞かせてやる
Wow.
競り落とせとな
ですがいくらファラさんでも資金が足りるでしょうか
あの年の女は
Oh, there it is.
Uh-huh.
That's painful. You spent years,
Yeah.
years.
Yeah, getting rid of all of that art and probably gonna
She's probably gonna donate it or something.
or yeah,
like-
or maybe sell it. Yeah. Yep.
What a good man, Tim.
That's right.
Fucking love Tim. Be like Tim.
私がおります
Yeah. He's not trying to get anything from you.
Nope.
He just wants to do what's best for you. Yep.
Well, shit.
I love the stereotype of English butlers just being
Yeah, yeah.
absolute,
Absolute
giga
badasses.
chads, you know, just
雪よこれで文句
bringing
Yeah.
it back here. Yeah.
C'est formidable
Yep.
Oh.
Chérir tous les jours à partir de maintenant
Uh-huh.
実はその絵トーマスが描いた贋作だべ
どういうこと
Oh my god.
Yeah.
でその絵はとてもよくできたパッと見本物と見間違えるほどの贋作だべつまり
She can actually tell.
と
Yeah.
いうことは僕らは本物の絵を売ったわけだこれじゃただの画商だ
Yeah. Uh-huh.
25ペンスの豆の缶詰しか食わねえし
Ah,
そんで仮眠は3時間
he wouldn't be able to handle
Yeah.
his art being sold as a fake.
Yeah.
トーマスが全身全霊で描き上げた作品
Ah, I don't want that piece of shit to have it.
Yeah.
ますます気に入ったわ Il y aura sûrement des clients qui viendront ici juste pour avoir la chance de voir le tableau
Oh.
Peut-être. Alors faisons comme si c'était le vrai.
And there is something poetic about the
Keikakudori.
Coleman guy spending everything he had to get the painting that he did want.
Yeah.
And it is actually that painting. So
Right.
great, now you have it.
But you lost your scam that you were continuing. Yeah.
Right. Like you had to actually pay with your own money and
Right.
things like that.
Right. Good. Back at the same spot and everything.
Yep. Uh-huh.
She's even wearing the same. Oh.
Yep, same outfit.
Yep. Yep. Leaving together. Yeah.
Cool.
Oh.
All right. Oh, she didn't give it to him?
No. Wow.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Accepting the way things went. Yeah.
よし今度こそ足を洗ってスッキリだ
お前が寿司職人とはな。
我们不需要韩国人，
What?
已经雇了3个泰国人了。
You racist son of a bitch!
Oh my god.
ニースに本物のロンドンの雪があることを知って
Mm-hmm.
枝豆とコールマンが鉢合わせるように仕向け
Hope that even when he's not around, they call him it a mame.
Yeah.
想像力がたくましいね。
あなたが見
Wait.
なかった
Wait.
金髪クソ野郎とは一緒にいた
Blonde himbos. She's a tall, dark, and handsome kind of guy.
Yep.
男は悲しい生き物だね。な、ドロシ。
Yeah, it's your turn next.
All right,
Yep.
let's go.
Yep. All right.
That was a
The
very
arc
satisfying
is
conclusion.
over. We
Yep.
had everything come to its fruition.
Tim,
We had
you're the MVP.
Yeah, we had Farah be told by Tim and by Abby,
Yep.
in a very conjoined way about, well, hey, he's screwing you over. He doesn't care about you. He's using you. And you can remind him who's in power in this dynamic here by just being like, no, I'm not paying for this.
Yeah.
You just don't go back in that room. He'll pay for it. Just say, I'll even say, you don't have to sully yourself with a lie. I'll lie and say that you're good for it.
Uh-huh.
And then we'll get him for 70 million.
Yeah. And turns out you got, and I wouldn't even be surprised if they were like, yeah, no, we'll get him for 70 million. He'll still be okay. It's just, that will really hurt him. And then it's like,
Right.
oh, it goes for 100 million. It's like, oh,
Fuck him, I guess.
all right.
I think they also were very much like avoiding telling the, like they didn't tell her anything about the whole fake art or
Yes.
anything like that, because then that brings it all to light of them being, potential criminals and stuff.
Oh, yeah, and-
so the idea that Farah just heard the, oh, he doesn't care at all about me, and that was it. That was enough. They
Mm-hmm. Yep.
didn't need to go and bring her into the whole loop or anything. That
Right.
felt very clean.
Oh yeah, and especially, I mean, he still does have the real thing.
Right.
Not that it would matter at that point if the
Yes.
best art person in the world can't tell the difference. At that point, you just have two of the same painting.
Yeah.
He can sell that if he really, gets
Right.
desperate, right, and pay off his debts and things like
Yes.
that, right, and still be okay financially. But then it's his pride he will have to get over his pride of like, yes, no, I'm the greatest. I have this, beautiful painting and all that stuff. He will actually have to willingly part with it, which is a very fun conundrum.
That is a
Just all
very
on its
fun
own.
conundrum, yes.
Yeah.
And I love that while we had the sad ending for Cynthia and that she does not, go forward with trying to reconnect everything from the past.
The
with
past
Thomas,
happened. Yeah.
she still ends up getting closure.
Mm-hmm.
And we also address the thing that was brought up very early of the, it's very convenient, Laurent, that this all happened.
Right.
And so Cynthia brings up the theory, and he's like, well, that's a fascinating theory. Yeah, it's possible. but,
Interesting.
So I did that. Why? Just to fuck around with you and, bring up your
Right.
sad past? Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
I mean, one of the angles that they could go for is he wanted to make sure you were properly motivated in order to get the most out of this deal. And oh, hey, they did. You went 30 over asking price. Like,
that is a good point. It could have been literally that simple. The result speaks for itself in that regard.
they made 30 million more. And while they,
They had to divvy that all up,
Yeah, of course. But when you think about expenses and things like that and all that stuff, an extra 30 million on top when they already did pay a very real amount of money for the real painting, that's a big deal.
That's a huge deal.
So, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would love for that to be brought up at some point. Like, so how much are you all getting from your cuts and stuff? Because Edamura doesn't care. He's kind of,
Yeah.
in a lot of ways, not wanting to be a part of this whole thing. So what I'm most interested in is the idea that Laurent is potentially still just working Edamura to where he will eventually fully want to just be a con artist.
Well, the interesting thing here is that Edamura kind of feels fairly replaceable now. He hasn't he wasn't that like integral to this con, right? Unless it was to con Cynthia in order to get all this stuff going,
Well,
right?
I think that's the thing is that he was put into the position of working at the place so that he could
Right.
naturally bring about the stuff with the painting.
Yes, right. But
No
like,
one else would do that.
totally, but
No one
like,
else would build that relationship there unless they knew they were getting a con deal out of it, and thus then it wouldn't be something
Maybe-
where his hand would be tipped in that regard. They'd be like, Laurent, why are you not telling us the information that you knew that this painting was the genuine article and stuff?
sure, because Edamura actually he's a con artist, but he did actually genuinely become friends with those people.
He spent time living with them and working for them and all that
Sure.
stuff. And it's the thing where, yes, if he wants to just steal a painting, he could do that. But he also wanted this whole thing with Cynthia to happen so that they could get,
Yeah.
Giga turbo money out of it.
And
at the very
realistically,
least.
it doesn't matter to them where whether it's a real painting or a fake,
Right.
like,
I mean, the tip was enough. Like the idea that there's actual this painting was actually there, and if he gets a tip then this is I can use that and take some art magnet down for
Yeah.
100 million or something like
right,
that.
right,
Yeah.
exactly. I can find the mark that will actually pay for it. Yeah,
Because part of it has to be not just oh, cool, I found a painting. That's awesome. It has to be I now know somebody that will actually make sure that we get paid that amount for it.
right.
Yeah. But yes, we're getting into that territory where it's not actually stuff that was focused on for the story of the arc.
Yeah,
It was
because
just
this arc was beautifully character driven.
Yeah.
And so awesome. We got what was
promised.
and great. I don't need anything more than that. It would have we have this great arc. We introduce the character of Thomas, and then he ends up exiting before we go on to the next one. There is that part of me that's like, oh, I would have liked to have there be like a more of a continuity thing, so that way we feel the impact in future arcs and whatnot.
It might just be Cynthia's character though.
But yeah, I think the you catch up, but still the past happened. You can't just ignore that, right? And so, hey, yes, it still ends up being very closed the loop kind of by the end of it. I think it did very much work here. That's the kind of thing that will often frustrate me, but it didn't.
Yeah.
It didn't here, even though I would have loved to see him like Cynthia retires or something, right? And it's like, okay, I'm.
Yeah, and that's the part that's fun. Like, I think that's where the arc has the complexity here, is that Cynthia didn't push for that. And I think it's because right now, if we tie things to where their backstory was, they are both now accomplished in the areas that they set out to do creatively.
Yes.
He has now sold a ridiculous piece of art.
Yep.
And he is now free. He's debt free.
Right.
He's not getting any money from the deal there, I don't
But
think.
at the very, I don't think so. I think
I don't think he would want to have any
no,
money from
but
that.
but the fact that he made that piece, he can
cleared his debt.
It cleared his debt, but it also cleared any of his artistic misgivings.
And or block, yeah.
Yeah, because it's hey, you did this incredible thing.
Yes, it worked.
It worked. Now,
You're
was
a
it
successful
something that you
artist.
made from nothing? No, but Montoya also, that was
Right.
that was similar to how they
They
started.
demystified the whole thing of where people totally copy others for inspiration
Yeah.
and stuff, or to kickstart their own style. That is absolutely a thing creatives do.
Right. And
Good
also-
artists copy, great artists steal.
I also
Yeah.
like that they brought that up specifically because it adds credence to the idea that this artist could just make a replica that's so good that even the master art dealer person couldn't tell the difference, because that's a pretty crazy thing to have happen. And so, yeah, if you have that extra reasoning of, well, this artist actually similarly had trouble and did a lot of imitations and things like that. So you are kind of going, your life has been very similar to Montoya's, so you kind of are perfectly set up to specifically imitate Montoya. There you go, right?
Right.
Like that is that extra bit of like reasoning after the fact that I appreciate.
Yeah.
But
Also, it's extra fun given that he went up to 100 million, got the real painting, which means that all the emotions he was feeling upon looking at the painting and seeing the real painting was like he didn't fail his job. He actually did see the real painting, and he's like frothing at the mouth, like excited, like, oh my god, it's here! I'm so excited! I'm so excited! So,
but you're ruined.
Yeah, but you're still ruined. But I love that in a lot of ways, like because of the swip that Edamura did, the idea that Edamura's conscience, Edamura's good nature, led to them almost getting screwed over. Like they almost fucked it up.
Yeah.
But Cynthia, luckily because of her motivations, then righted the ship so that they actually screwed him over properly.
And in a way, actually, even though this wasn't Edamura's intent at all, I could see, like, I wouldn't have been surprised if he added this as like a bit of reasoning, or if Laurent pointed this out of, no, actually, given that what we did is something that could be brought into the public eye of like, hey, if anybody found out that art was fake, then that would potentially put people on our trail, because this is in the established world, and hey, we yoinked this thing for 100 million, right? That's, you don't just run away. They will find you, right? So the fact that he actually swapped it back and it is the real painting.
But it's not like they're scamming. It's not like they're scamming a country or something.
No, right.
They're
But
scamming a person who is fallible and can make mistakes.
Yes, absolutely. But if
it's like you went to a mafia art dealer,
what the fuck were you doing? Right.
Yeah.
Yes, that is a great point. The fact that it's set up as a whole mafia thing, then it's that could obfuscate their trail quite a bit.
It would be interesting though if they get into the idea of art insurance though, and being like, were you scammed, like,
right?
And he's like, I would never have insurance for that kind of thing. I don't need it. I am
sure. Or it's no, you actively knew that this painting is worth about yay much, and then you decided to do that. So we'll insure you for the 30 million or whatever that it actually, like that you would know that it was worth.
Right.
But 100, fuck no.
No. Yeah.
But the idea that it is actually the real thing, their trail is spotless.
Spotless, yeah.
Like, cool.
Yeah, he's going to go and get it tested. He's going to go have all the stuff done to it. And they're going to say, like, yep, this is the genuine article. This is the actual painting. And he's just going to be like, but Farah, my
my sugar
milk
mommy
cow. Yes, exactly.
Right.
Oh, my God.
And so then, and because he paid so much for it, like, he would have to take the loss on the chin if he tried to resell it to pay off his debt, which he's never going to do.
No.
So he's going to be in massive debt for probably the rest of his life, or who knows how he'll figure that out. I mean, he does still have the reputation, right?
Right.
But
yeah, I'm sure he'll find a way to scrounge back up to zero.
And there is that part of me that wants him to find some modicum of happiness in the, I lost fucking everything. But I have that painting.
My love for art.
Yeah, he can be like, okay, I got my pearl of great price, but goddamn, like that was expensive.
Right.
But
so having then the arc resolve in this way leads us into the so by the way, Edamura, you want to be done with this, so you go back to your sushi shop, and they're like, we don't need Koreans anymore. I hired these Thai guys, and
I'm Japanese.
Like,
yeah, that was
if it is all Laurent fucking with him, there's got to be something sickeningly funny about the fact that Laurent is like, no, so what you should do is just keep hiring other Asian folk to piss him off. That's great.
Well, and I, with how much money they're making,
yes,
with the amount of prep that they do for various things, and how little cost it would be, they don't even have to be in the con deal or whatever.
No,
you could just be like, hey, here's $1,000.
Hire these boys for me.
Yeah. Right? Like.
Easy.
It wouldn't be hard, right? And it's almost like
just no questions asked. Yep, I wasn't here. Just do it.
And it's almost to the point where I'm like, because of the crazy things that the con artists will do in this show,
Yep.
I'm considering that to just be what the situation is until it gets
Until
shown
it gets
to be
proven
otherwise.
otherwise, yeah.
Because you know,
Why not?
why not?
Why not?
Uh-huh.
We're dealing in giga wealth right now.
Exactly.
Or at least maybe not, at least not, rule a country wealth, but
It's
still pretty fucking wealthy.
Yeah, and I imagine even if they are getting like a percentage share, the people that show up to make the auction more believable are not exactly getting the same cut.
No.
So
no.
yeah,
0.1% each,
right. It's hey, you have a fun weekend. We give you some outfits. You have a great time.
Yeah,
you
you
make
need to
good
show up.
money.
Show up.
Yeah, just show up. You make good money,
Play your role.
and then there you go.
Yeah. But yeah, that all being said, this arc was probably my favorite of the ones we've done thus far.
Same.
The emotional connection I felt to Cynthia
great.
and Tomas was wonderful.
And I believe this was shorter than the other arcs.
No,
we've
they're
done.
all around the same. They're all around
Okay.
the same length. I mean, it might have been shorter, but it seems to be them all like 5, 5, and 4. I think.
Well, yeah, and that's what I meant. Like the fact that if this one was even just one episode shorter, when we had that kind of like rich, dedicated backstory segment, like that's way to go. But yeah,
Yeah, I think this one might be the shortest one then, and then it's one episode, less. But yeah, I'm
Okay.
excited for the next one then. I believe it technically goes into season 2 from here on out.
Okay.
I'm not exactly sure. I seem to recall it was like 16/8 or 14/8 or something like that.
Some kind of like
Breakdown.
irregular,
Very
asymmetrical
irregular
kind of deal.
breakdown. Yeah. 'Cause
Okay.
This was back in that era of anime, right when split cores were starting to be a
Like a
thing
mainstay?
that
Okay.
people would do. So I'm guessing that what happened is that the next core is like 2 other smaller arcs,
Sure.
2 jobs, and it's
We're getting
they
Laurent's
were
arc.
done in their own thing. So yeah, Laurent's arc
And the ring in the
feels
in the ED.
really exciting. Yeah.
Yes, and I also wouldn't be surprised if they wanted to do this, where if Laurent's arc, given that he's been kind of the ringleader, that maybe also that's where if they were to have trouble with people catching up to them, maybe that's where things get the truly the next level, the wild, the highest stakes,
Sure.
because if he's been gathering them all for this one job or whatever,
Right.
I imagine it's going to be one hell of a job.
Right, but I would say then that Laurent's arc is not necessarily the last arc because you would have 2 more jobs if you have 8 more episodes.
Right.
But then again, I don't remember the episode breakdown of season 1 to season 2. But that's neither here nor there. That's for next week. And y'all, if you
Yep.
want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get on early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime in general. And also be sure to check out our Twitch channel, so you have anything that interests you. We'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb,
I'm Jacob.
and we'll see you all
Next time.